All right. So, Colonel Otaku Gatekeeper is a guy on the internet. I was suspicious about this individual for a long time, but if you guys don't know, there was, or still is, I guess, a person online in the Grums sphere. If you guys don't know who Grums is also a guy on the internet. Grums is a failed game designer and developer from, I think he's from Canada. I don't know, but he might be American. Grums is the guy that made the Fail Bus back in the day. He's the Fail Bus guy. He was a World of Warcraft developer who was like fired the day they launched World of Warcraft, or a team lead. I don't even think he actually worked in development. I think he was just like a manager. He tried to start up another online shooter MMO, and it crashed and burned, mostly because he was reallocating funds from making the game good to trying to sell the game in absurd and obscene ways. He's really from the Elon Musk school of like business and money management. But he was just a little too early for the internet and kind of coasting on self-aggrandizement and fell apart. But the Grum's sphere of individuals are people that are mostly upset with wokeness in games, by which I mean they don't like adult women who don't look like children. It is like the most thinly veiled pedosphere possible. Every one of these people kind of accretes to the exterior surface of Asmongold. Known fucking disheveled, filthy gum disease boy. Grums, Rev says Dez, literal fucking pedophile. And a bunch of other people that are into lolicon. People would say, like, I don't think that someone that's into lolicon is a pedophile. And I say, you know what? I'm not going to have that argument, because I think it's just fine to think that anyone that's attracted to children's bodies is a fucking pedophile. I don't understand why we should split hairs, or what I gain from that, or how that keeps children safe. So weird, very strange. And it's also very bizarre that a lot of these people share those same mentalities and are also hyper focused on kind of connecting with the youth. You know what I mean? And talking about video games and stuff. It always rang strange to me. Amongst these individuals is somebody called Colonel Otaku Gatekeeper, who is so ostensibly Japanese coded that it sounded fake as fuck. Because I don't understand why a Japanese person who is Japanese would care that much about America enough to say things in English. So you have to be a complete fucking one-off, right? And of course, it turned out that this is not the case. So this is this individual's profile, right? Colonel Otaku Gatekeeper, educating Westerners on Japanese politics and gatekeeping anime and manga from censorious Puritans, anti-communism, Shintoist, Japanese nationalist. This is the picture he shared. I'm going to say almost 100% positive that that's some AI-generated horseshit.
First got into anime.
So yeah, this is the video I saw the first time, which is just, there is nothing about this that screams Japanese to me. Like literally nothing. And because almost all of it's weird. All right. If you know anything about Japanese culture, otakus are not respected. Maybe once upon a time, I remember people saying that, but nowadays, like being an otaku is the same as in America. Otaku is otakan or whatever the fuck, basically somebody that is hyper into anime. Fucking weebs, right? But you're a Japanese. So instead of being a weeb, you're fucking just an otaku. Over there, it's cringe. It's just cringe to be in otaku, you know what I mean? Especially kind of like on main or as like your whole personality. And trying to like kind of hammer home that I'm like this otaku gatekeeper from Japan just screams white guy to me in like a crazy way. But I couldn't make the statement because who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? He's Schrodinger's Japanese person. I remember seeing this though and being profoundly like cringed out. This is his pinned post. It's a video.
You knew something was different about it. It was not like other cartoons. It was ambitious in its storytelling. It was detailed in its visuals. It made the other cartoons look silly back in Palace. Eventually, you'll find that these shows were called anime, animation from Japan. You see, Japan does not have a history or censorious revelations, but America has.
So from apparently also, I don't know if the replies are still connected to this post, but this Japanese that you're seeing pop up is like not Japanese. They're Japanese characters, but it's like apparently pretty clearly Google translate type shit, right? It's all over the place. And also, like, it's kind of crazy that you have a question mark here because Japanese people don't use question marks because they don't have that punctuation. You can, but you don't use punctuation marks because in Japanese you end stuff with particles, which are words that basically equate to a question. So if you have something like odoro desu ka, desu ka is like, is it? Like, you know, ka is a question, or ne, and so like you'll have ne at the end, it's like in it, you know. And so, like, that's just how Japanese works. So they don't need punctuation the same way that we do. Although you could use it, you don't need it because just having that actually indicates the question almost every time. Also, Japanese is up and down, right? So a natural Japanese speaker would probably go, you know what I mean? And then translate it. But this was made specifically in English, which is just kind of straight. Like the creation process is bizarre. You know what I mean? It is very much so Google Translate. Yes. See, I don't know. Along with using English in general. Japan does not have a history of censorship. Also, yes, Japan is hilariously censorious. Yeah. It might not be, if you're trying to articulate it as in Japan, there's things that are censored in America that aren't censored in Japan. Sure. But growing up, Japan was always like crazy censored comparative to other places, except for the things that they don't care about. But like going back in time, I don't know why I said growing up, historically, I meant to say, Japan has just not let whole giant chunks of media in their country at all. Like they just don't let it happen. You know what I mean? But there's things that it'll seem like they don't censor that much because it's just a different outlook on what should and shouldn't be censored. But they're very censorious. Japanese media, in Japanese news media, doesn't let you put people's faces in it. Like they blur everything. Like it's just noted that there's mosaics fucking all over the place in Japanese news media because they're very censorious. They're very worried about propriety and shit all the time. But it's just in anime and shit that they don't care about as much because anime's much more important to weebs across the ocean than it is to your average Japanese person who's like, okay, these are cartoons. I don't care. They're like, have you ever watched Billy and Mandy? Like, yeah, I saw that like 20 years ago. Why do you? I don't live for that. I'm mostly concerned with like upkeeping my small garden behind my apartment. Like that's like what I care about. I do not live for anime. I have never seen Welcome to the NHK. I don't know these things you're talking about because it's just random Japanese people. But the things that they do care about censoring, they censor the fuck out of. Like clean. You don't see it because you won't fucking see it.
When you first got into anime,
this fucking shit's cringe.
Scenes that would never have been allowed in American television.
Either way, kind of skipping to the revelation. This guy is not actually Japanese. He came out with this. Thanks so much. Yeah, here we go. I believe it is time you guys know the truth about me. I am not Japanese, but I can explain why I pretended to be Japanese. Just get to the fucking point. I am deeply ashamed of being British. Why? It's the same people. Everybody knows that Japan is just Asian Britain. Fucking massively imperial, psychotically violent, known for stealing shit from all of the cultures that are around them, even down to their language. Like, Japan and Britain are just basically the same thing. Like, saying, like, I'm deeply ashamed to be British and I want to be Japanese is just like saying, it's the same picture. I know that's not necessarily true. If you're offended, go, you just get dunked on. I see the UK as a lost country. It's too far gone. My purpose on X was to talk to people from different backgrounds and to learn other perspectives, which is not something I could do if people knew I was British. Not even American, no. I have had great conversations with Filipinos, Syrians, Egyptians, Koreans, surprisingly. He said, I expected the Japanese racism to carry over. Koreans, surprisingly. Germans, Italians, etc., and have created a genuine friendship with an actual Japanese person who knows the truth about me. There's one Japanese. Because the UK colonized half the world and to this day works alongside America in destroying countries people rightfully wouldn't want to talk to me. Cope. Why aren't we working alongside America? Underneath. You know what I mean? At the pleasure of America is kind of I think how you were supposed to articulate that. My love for Japan is genuine. My earliest life memories were playing Sonic 1 with my family on the Sega Mega Drive and trying to pronounce the Japanese names in the credits. My most favorite artist of all time is Linkin Park, which was founded by Mike Shinoda, a hafu. Oh my god, this dude is literally my age. This guy has to be specifically 36, because that is the most I was in high school in 2001 statement I've ever seen in my life. Mike Shinoda would hate this guy, by the way. Mike Shinoda would probably really not like this dude. I'd say 95% of all happy memories in my life involve Japan in some ways, and I want to protect Japan. I would rather die than it end up being like my country, I guess. That is why I pretended to be Japanese to help fight Japan. I don't know what the fuck. This is awesome. It's God tier. It's God tier shit. Really, it just really is. I can't fucking... I can't put my finger on it, but like, I feel like I don't know if this is just like bait and the person that was actually Japanese. I don't know how you would even do this, because the cringe in that post hits 100%. I have no doubt. And it's not just because of confirmation bias. I'm just like, I feel this. I know yes. Because also, like, here's another thing. No Japanese person also would just remember the first time they watched anime. They would just say, I grew up with cartoons. You know what I mean? Like, I can't remember the first time I watched cartoons in America. Or what it would, like, my earliest memory, maybe I can kind of, like, remember watching, like, The Jungle Book or something. But, like, it wasn't, like, a discovery. Because I grew up in America. So, like, I was probably, before I even formed memories, watching, like, Looney Tunes and shit. You know? So, like, just that articulation. But, like, this just makes sense. And, of course, he's a fucking lolicon on top of it. And a weirdo about kids. Community notes violating people. This is one of his old posts. In the latest example of gender ideology infecting Japan, children are no longer required to wear swimsuits and pushing children to wear unisex swimwear. So, I remember this when it came up. I didn't cover this because it was just way too fucking weird. Oh, hey, it's Andreas. This guy's in my community. What's up, Andreas? The thing he's pissed about is children in Japan, which is, first off, they're children. They've started wearing like swimsuits that go down to their wrists that are still like, they're like surf suits. You know what I mean? You can still swim in them and they're plenty comfortable, but they block the sun from burning the shit out of you as a child so you don't get skin cancer. It's actually a very good idea. It's, from what I understand, actually pretty popular in Japan for lighter-skinned Japanese people to be really preoccupied with being sunburned, and they have the full-body swimsuits way more often than we do in America. It's like, you see it even like in anime and stuff, like swimming anime. They'll have the full-body swimsuit on. It's not because of like they're preternaturally worried with being perceived as overly sexed or something. They're just afraid of getting sunburned, so they wear like long sleeves and shit. I've known Japanese people who are actually from Japan in my personal life. I won't talk about it, but like they're basically like exchange students, and he wore like a surf suit all the time so he didn't get sunburned. He fucking darker skin than me, and I probably should have wore it because I'm the one that got fucking blisters. You know what I mean? It's actually just a really good idea to keep yourself from getting fucking annihilated by the sun if you're not trying to get tan and you're like, you want to go swimming for a while. Little kids are stupid as fuck. They get burned easy. But the like, oh, this is a this is like Puritan to put these children in these long sleeve shirts is like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What? What do you mean by that? And it's like, it's so stunning that this shit keeps happening in these fucking communities. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking dogged, obviously, on the people on the left that were doing weird shit like this, and then it just never stops being weird. And I really need fucking people on the right to start gatekeeping themselves or whatever, or like just observing their own shit, because how does this keep happening? I was watching another one. I was watching a guy, I don't know if you guys know who Harmful Opinions is. He's this bald guy with an unplaceable accent. He did a video on Nuxtaku, right? Who I was like, who the fuck is this guy? He's like a really irritating fucking voice. And the Nuxtaku guy, a big lolly defender, also happened to have really close connections with Shad. Shadman, not Shadiversity. Shadman, Shad Base. The guy that draws the fucking, the lolly pornography. And that blew up an entire like mini career that guy had going on with Mudahar or whoever it is, who is now offline. And all of those people know like the Rev Says Des individual, and they fucking get covered because they like, oh no, it's another woke video game. They're trying to destroy woke video game. Oh my god, woke video games, and like, oh, we need, like, they're trying to fucking tingle. Look what they stole from you. All of my Gooner stuff is going away. And then you find out all these sex-obsessed weirdo fuck Gooners that pretend to be child cartoons on the internet are all fucking, like, 1 degree of separation away from, like, the most pedophilia-coded degeneracy you've ever seen in your fucking life. It's a sneeze away. It's a sneeze away. You know what I mean? Like, what in the fuck? How many more times does this have to fucking happen? Is it really worth the like, oh shit, feminists are mad because of some, I don't know, Star Wars acolyte? That's a piece of shit, right? I was like, that looks bad, so I'm not gonna watch it. But then all the people, fuck women in games. And then like your strongest soldiers are just like pedophiles on the internet who pretend to be cartoons. Who pretend to be childy cartoons and appeal to little kids and stuff. Isn't that weird? Is that weird to no one else but me? Am I the last person that thinks that people that dress or that pretend to be children, sexualized children online and defend pedophile shit like fucking Lolicon should maybe be harassed off the internet? I don't think there's a place for them or that they're valuable. I don't like what in the, how they all know each other. They're all fucking weirdo Gooner fucks defending weirdo Gooner shit, and every single one of them is a sneeze away from being like, I don't know, this pedophilia shit's okay. Tyler, Lollicon's not pedophilia. Tell it to a fucking judge. Tell the judge. I would like, that would be the thing. Like, Tyler, what happened? Like, I don't know. I said I think a guy's a pedophile for jerking off to pictures of children fucking. They were drawn. Okay. Yeah, like, let's take that before a jury of our peers. I'll take that bet. Now, you see, Your Honor, when I was pretending to be a child on the internet and defending these drawn pictures of children and saying that other people are pedophiles and actually the only people that children can trust are these lolicons and they're trying to save them. Oh, blah, 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 blah. That. See, I was actually, this guy, I don't know, he's projecting. I'm over here just like, I just think you should face the wall if you want to fuck kids. I think that the last thing you should see in this life is your own shadow and the smell of brick. What are you talking about? I don't want to fucking. Let's hear out these chomos. What the fuck? Like, can we be done with this? It's the worst content cycle. Then you got another one. What do? I pretend to be a Japanese guy that you know, one of the last defenders of making sure children wear revealing swimsuits. Okay. Who do you talk to? I talk to the other fucking Gooner guy, Grums, who's friends with the other Gooner person, Rev Says Des, who's friends with the other Gooner person, Nugstaku, who's friends with the other Gooner person, Asmongold. They're all like directly 1 to 2 degrees of separation from the guy that drew Keemstar's daughter in a sexually provocative position when she was 8. They all fucking love this shit. They go out of their way to fucking try to attack people that say lolicon shits for fucking pedos. Like, maybe they are just fucking gonna hurt kids. Maybe we don't need to fuck. Why are we splitting hairs? What value? what value does that come from? Could you have that conversation in front of a school board? Hey, school board, I think that we should have lolicon be permitted at this school. And then and on the other side of the thing is a guy that says, I think that the lolicon people should be kept at least 500 yards away from the school and maybe treated with adult interaction if they get too close to kids. What the fuck? Fuckers over here on the right. I don't know about the drag queens. I don't know about giving HRT to children. Okay, what about this guy that draws pictures of like little girls and little boys in horrific situations that are like mind scarring? And then his friends that also download that shit and defend it. Oh, no, they're fine because women in video games. Like, what, are you fucking serious? What the fuck, bro? Could I treat you to a 3-course meal of a curb? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Get fucking got. I just hate these people and this entire conversation. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird that anyone permits these human beings to exist in their social spaces. And I remember I was like, what is this fucking Nextaku guy? That's weird, right? He's close to the Rev Says Des. Does everybody know that the Rev Says Des guy's like fucking pro pedophilia and shit? Oh, sorry, pro lolicon. Yeah, he splits hairs over that. That's kind of strange. And fuck if like a month later it wasn't fucking harmful opinions out here. I think Nextaku's a fucking freak. He's been talking to Shadiversity for much longer than he said. Oh, okay, you were setting him up for a joke, but the joke never came. And what's up with all of the other things that you were saying? Like, again and again, yes! Fuck. Let's skip to the end. If you fucking engage with lolicon, you're a fucking pedophile. Why do we need steps? Why do we need them? Why? What the fuck happened where we could talk about this shit in public at all? In a positive way. Anyone. What in the fuck? Just destroy their careers. I don't even care because I don't want people defending pedophilia on the internet. I don't care. I'm out of a job. Well, rarely that's okay. Unfortunately, I don't know how close you can get to fucking children. Double entendre not fucking intended, but stand by it. Having a fucking YouTube channel and being close to people that talk about video games all the time. Fucking weird. I can't dial it down. Once I start saying it, I'm like, I get all of it out. I gave people too much fucking credit for this shit, and then it just keeps happening again and again and again and again. What happened? Oh, the fucking lolly person is weird. And like they have secret lives and they lie about shit, and they're very fucking bizarre, and all of their friends pretend to be other races and fucking stick up for people that are into like children and concerned about how unrevealing children's swimsuits are. Like, okay, all of them, yeah, literally the entire fucking crew of people are weird as shit. Weird as shit. Insanely fucking weird. Like, I've been on the internet for so long. I will take Chris Chan over any of these people. Predictable. Look, there's Chris Chan. Chris Chan is like, wears colorful colors. Chris Chan's like one of those poisonous things in the wild that everything can tell that it's dangerous. Like, okay, yeah, that whatever the fuck is going on there will probably spread some sort of venom or sickness or toxicity to you. Just give it some birth. Give it some fucking birth. All the rest of these ones, they're sneaky as shit. Sneaky and weird. Sneaky and weird about kids. Like, that's the two worst combinations. It's the two worst combinations, and they're all friends. They are all friends. That is so weird. That is so fucking weird. I can't get over it. I've been saying the same thing 100 times in a row. I know I got off on a fucking tangent, but like, can we stop with this? Can we move on to the next crop of people? This was the worst mix. It was the worst mix. Go back. You need to go back. Go back. You need to go back. Give me fucking Carla Swindon. Dude, Jesus Christ. Can we call fucking, oh, god damn it. His entire fucking generation were pedophiles too. I mean, it's just fucking Amos Yee is just right there hanging out with them too. How many of them are there on that fucking side of things? Where do they keep coming from? Where do they keep coming from? Bubbling up every fucking day like so much fucking oil from the cracked hull of the fucking Lusitania or whatever the one is underneath Pearl Harbor. Bloop, 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 bloop. Fucking new pedophile. Every new flavor. New variety. Look, we got a fucking different costume on him. Same goddamn conversation. Same goddamn fucking weirdo. Sneaky, double life. Pretending to be other people. Also weird about kids. Do you need another evidence? Oh shit, we got to give him a chance. Hold on. He said girls shouldn't have facial hair. I let him cook for a second. God fucking damn it, bro. Ugh. Nux is friends with whom exactly? All sort of, I don't know. Fucking watch the goddamn Harmful Opinions video. He's fucking chill as shit with a bunch of fucking weirdos. Yeah, complaining about non-gendered kid clothing is sus. Kids at this age need coverage, movement, and fun, bright colors. Yeah, man. Fucking. My biggest concern with children's swimwear is whether or not they can fucking shit through it if they're in the same pool that I'm in. That's pretty much it. Like, is that diaper gonna fucking hold? Because that doesn't look like the fucking water diaper. Get this little animal out of here before everybody gets fucking pink eye. That's it. That's the end of my concerns. I don't even think about, I hate thinking about swimsuits for myself. You know what I mean? I just can't even imagine not having my own kid and having a fucking opinion on kids' swimwear. Other than maybe like, I don't know. Does it work for the kid? Okay, cool. Motherfucker out here making fucking videos and shit. These goddamn Japanese are trying to unsex their children. What the fuck? Just fucking check out. Check out. You're done. This life was a mistake. Whoops. Whoops. Just, it's done. You're done. There's one way you'll never have to worry about being British again. It's a fucking guaranteed end to your concerns. God fucking damn it. You can say I disliked Mutahar before it was cool. I've always been like meh to who gives a shit about fucking Mutahar. I thought it was weird that Mutahar was as big as he was. Everyone's like, dude, fucking Mutahar's great. Yeah, I don't know about that. Where's the Dave Smith? How do I see this super chat? Sorry, Dave. Your super chat popped up, and then this thing's stupid, and it doesn't tell me. It just says that you did a super chat, so I gotta go look it up. Funny. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm glad I looked that one up. You know, you're in your 30s if you know what a swim diaper is. Yeah, I have like little fucking cousins and shit. Like tons of them from a Catholic family. I have like 50 fucking actual just cousins. And then now they all have kids and shit. And my little brother and little sister were younger than me. So I've changed diapers. I'm on the other side of that. And yeah, I know what swim diapers are. Nux Taku hangs with Mutahar. Nux used to hang out with Mutahar. Apparently that's all changed up now. Actually, Tyler, Nux is an anti-lowly VTuber. He was not tied with Shad. He got a DM from him about collabing, but never followed through. And Mutahar publicly stated it had nothing to do with that. All right, we're doing it. All right, fine. We're doing it. Let's see. Harmful Opinions. Oh, Harmful Opinions is live. Shout out him. Nux Taku. Let's see.
Following the Chris Tyson drama explosion, which included people
Video time.
taking issue with Chris's association with and apparent fandom of an artist called Shadman, many people were quick to call out those who were outraged for perceived double standards. It wasn't just Chris, they said. Many people associated with Shadman and propagated his work, a portfolio which most iniquitously includes pornographic cartoons depicting Keemstar's daughter. Why aren't all these other people being hounded? It was asked. The expectation, presumably, was that everyone simply hates trans people and would ignore this criticism of their Chris hate because they don't truly care. It's just something
LOL, Nux was the one that DM'd Shadman and Shad ignored him.
they can use as a weapon against an LGBTQ individual. However, in actuality, lists were made of collaborators, associates, and supporters of Shadman. Reasons for inclusion on such lists ranged from merely tweeting at him to supporting his art financially or even using it in their own creations. Some of those on these lists caught less flack, and some caught more for various reasons you can imagine. One individual who certainly feels he caught more flack than was due is the VTuber called Nux Taku.
And it seems Nux Taku had private conversations with Shadman throughout 2021. Curious! 1.3 million views, 200,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. The point that I'm trying to make here is, for some reason, I became the goddamn enemy numero uno.
I gotta say, I don't anything that happens to Nux Otaku is deserved for having that voice. I don't give a shit. You get a way bigger following than me. They want to come here and talk that shit. This is the most irritating fucking human being I've ever heard speak in my life. Stupid looking avatar too. I don't like this episode of fucking was this the Red X? You guys remember fucking what is it? Teen Titans? This is the fucking that stupid one where Robin thinks he's turning into Slade.
When it comes to this freaking bullshit.
I will quickly say, based solely on the content of the video in that tweet, his involvement with Shadman would seem relatively minor. No pun intended. It's a newer clip of Nux calling him a Nazi-ish, pedo-ish guy, alongside older clips sharing that he's received DMs from Shadman. I myself, even, would certainly speak with a freak, especially if they say weirdo stuff that entertains me, and that doesn't suggest a mutually respectful relationship. Fine. So far. Less comfortable, a piece of evidence, though, for many, is that Nux Taku once requested to collab with Shadman, presumably for a video.
This is gonna be fun. I like this one a lot. Someone tags me, probably this guy. I don't remember what this was about. Shadman says, a bit too middle school.
Teen Titans? Yeah, you guys don't remember Red X? Hold on. Look. This. Red X, Teen Titans, remember? This. Boink. That's what it is. It's a Teen Titans reference. It's a stupid skull. Boom.
Say, want to collab? He says, Lamau, no, but your heart's in the right place. I say, understand, have a nice day. I'm here when you come around.
This information was amplified to a large audience by Keemstar, but Nux Taku had an explanation.
People are making this as some sort of, I am supporting him and I'm trying my best to become friends with Shadman, this monster, which is fucking stupid if you know my content at all. I troll, confront people when I collab the same way you do, talking to Keemstar, on
My man's reading his own tweets as evidence, hell yeah.
and if you watch my videos, you know that. I don't mind if you hate me, but at least hate me for the right reasons.
So it would have been a confrontation. He would have owned Shadman. Nux further clarifies.
I am going to prove the point of my troll confront people shtick. Okay, so let me pull up my original tweet where I covered this, because I did, in fact, mention this over here. So, I say...
Did you guys not know that that's what that was? People are like, oh, my mind is blown.
People saying I'm a liar because of these tweets. Aside from not knowing the extent of his shit then, meaning I didn't know about the Keemstar daughter shit, I'd collab with all kinds of scum. Most of my collabs are trolling, and I was gonna grill him. I'd interview EDP. I've never commissioned, promoted, been friends with him.
Okay, you could easily imagine someone getting EDP on...
Isn't Rev says Dez always a recolor of some other OC or some shit? Rev says Dez is like a fucking default character or something, from what I understand, that they've just downloaded.
A call to treat as a punching bag. Although, perhaps simply imagining things isn't enough, and it certainly wasn't enough for the YouTuber Lyrics.
Lyrics, commentary YouTuber fellow, says, good faith question, hoping you could clarify. This is huge, because most question, not at all good faith. So you didn't know the extent of his shit then, but you were going to grill him at the same time. If you did get that collab, what would you grill Shad on? From what I remember, he was known as the guy who drew minors sexually. You didn't know that? The rare good faith question. I knew about the lolly stuff, and some of his art, like the bestiality with fictional children, etc. Definitely enough to grill the guy. Holy shit, there is so much more. Like, there is...
But don't know, like, literally, though, that's it. If you guys are like, Shad was a known quantity, okay? There's no, like, going back in time and talking about Shad base and being like, okay, well, fuck, dude, I don't know if you know this. Have you heard about this Shad guy, this Shad-based person? Everyone did, yeah. He was like literally a major meme on fucking 4chan of just walking back out. Oh, shit, you know, fucking literally green text, Shad base. Ugh. Blah. Blah. Because he's fucking nasty. It's horrible art. Horrible looking art, even the shit that's fucking safe for work. because he tried to pivot, I think, into like doing basically like red panels type shit, stone toss shit, and would draw some SFW stuff. And you're like, what in the fuck? What the fuck is this? And you're like, oh fuck. And then somebody down there, Shad Man, ignored Shad Base, whatever the fuck. And you're like, yeah. Everybody there was no depth to it. There was no like, oh, we need to know more about Shad Base. It's like, Shad Base, are you a fucking pedophile? And he's like, yeah. That's pretty much it. You're like, oh, dude, you fucking gonna draw like the most insane, heinous shit ever? He's like, yeah, that's what I do. That's my job. It's my existence. Like, Shad Base started off drawing naked porn of his own mom. That was like the original Shad thing. It got him kicked out of his fucking house in Sweden or whatever. This is ancient lore. Ancient lore. A lot of it I was just like, I hope it's not real. And then I found out all of it's true. There's no grilling him. He doesn't care. The Swedish authorities couldn't stop him.
So much more than just that. That is the worst, and that would have been the hard cutoff for me to not even respond to the guy, probably. But I legitimately was gonna grill the guy. If you've seen my collabs, I didn't know about Keemstar's daughter, although that's the less important part of my tweet. Collabs are not promotions or condonement in any way on my channel.
He would have bullied him, crushed his soul over lowly bestiality. I should disclose to you at this point, dear viewer, the fact that I have a little bird sitting on my shoulder who goes by the name Nicandros and is a regular in my Twitch chat. He's shown me some things, and because of that, this is where I start to feel a niggling doubt. For instance,
Switzerland. Sorry, I'm sorry to the Swedes. It's Switzerland again. I get them fucking confused. You guys didn't know that? Yeah, this is ancient knowledge. Everybody knows this stuff. If you don't know, then you didn't have to know. But we're bringing up shit. Everyone knows this. That knows about him. All right. So if you didn't know about Shad Base before the Ava Chris Tyson shit, we're reopening the coffin. Yes. This is how gross Shad is, whatever. And all of the rest of his consistent output of pornography is the most weird, depraved shit. None of it's even drawn like remotely normal. It's like clearly from a person that's like sick. Like it has a sickness to it. Like even the safe for work shit that you'll see is like, ugh. You'd see it in like gross out threads and stuff on B. Like what in the fuck is this? Oh shit. Ugh. Fuck out of here. What the fuck is this cognito hazard shit? Literally shared for the edginess of it. But like I can't imagine someone like, oh yeah, what I'm gonna do is get closer. You know what I mean? Like you can't get closer. Anyone that knows enough about him, you found his fucking personal contact information. You had to wade through shit. Some shit. Right? Who the fuck do you get Shad's email address from? You're on his fucking Twitter. You know what the fuck's going to be on there. Like you have to have a lot of familiarity. I've never sought out Shad Base. You know about the person from a distance and you maintain that distance or increase it if possible. You don't fucking get anywhere closer. That's why the Ava Chris Tyson thing is so damning for me. It's like you bought a print from Shad and then you put it on your fucking wall where people could see from outside. You are a ultra freak. It's too weird. It's past edgy into what in the fuck is wrong with you? Having his contact information is strange. How the fuck do you get that? No good. Tyler, unpause. Oh, I mean, Jesus,
he did specify clearly child bestiality is what he has an issue with, so it's not the same, but...
I was not looking at the fucking screen. Okay, hold on. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it. Turn it on. There we go. Sorry. Editors, please destroy all of that. Black bar. I didn't know he could... I don't know how you... I was listening. And watching myself talk.
Damn, the line for what he considers freak shit, suited only for ripping on, has got to be a bit closer to Shadman than it is for me. I mean, cartoon woman being raped by a dog in a public humiliation ritual crosses...
Sorry. Literally sorry.
...it easily for me, personally. You know me, I do love making a spectacle of strange things, but this is just bait for who knows what kind of person to click it, and then watch him react to a speedrun fail compilation. What kind of fish are you going to catch with a worm like that on your hook? This kind. The kind that's into that stuff, and will share the source for your viewers in the comments. Wait a second. That profile pic. Who's that little cartoon girl? I swear I've seen her before. Oh, how adorable. What a sweet child. I've also seen her in a thumbnail of a video on Nuxtaku's Nuxanor channel. A rather unwise reverse image search on Google eventually leads you to a hentai site page where the image, which features an erect penis that had just been cut off for the thumbnail, is tagged with, among other labels, imminent rape, loli. Further, on the topic of his viewers being inspired to seek the porn he showcases in thumbnails, although he does sometimes help them out by pinning the porn artist's name when it's commented, there is also a porn sick...
This is goddamn it. Anywhere you come within fucking, like, literally sneezing distance of Ava Chris Tyson and then Shadbase, and this shit starts fucking happening.
Fellow on the fan-run Nuxtaku subreddit, who goes by reality_false, who is a prodigious source poster for everything else. He posts the thumbnail and shares where the porn's from, or at least he did until he was apparently banned 3 years ago. That said, his posts still remain, meaning he functions as an archive for Nuxtaku's changed or deleted dodgy choices from before that point. Like this. Hey look, it's our little friend again. The source...
Okay, so I'm not going to show these fucking things, but yeah, it's...
Like this. Hey...
The Nuxtaku person is putting together these fucking thumbnails, and the thumbnails are full of, like, cropped lolly pornography. That's basically where we're getting to. I'm sorry I forgot that it was in this video. I thought it was just his... My mind remembered that it was just his fucking head bouncing around, but that's what it's like in there. So that's Nuxtaku, okay? Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Hold on now. Hold on now. Oh, he was just trying to own Shadbase. Nope.
Look, it's our little friend again. The source image isn't tagged with loli on the site it's shared on this time, but I'm going to go ahead and say that's a cartoon of an undeveloped teen or preteen hairless girl getting railed. Neat. FYI, this whole video was deleted for some reason, so I don't know what was in it. By the way, that little shark girl, she's an avatar for a VTuber, and she's called Gura. Here's a little clip where Nuxtaku mentions her.
There's lollies, which I have absolutely nothing against. I don't think anyone has anything against lollies, okay? Like Chibidoki, or Megumin from Konosuba, or Gura. Nothing has anything against lollies. It's lolly that's the gray zone.
He's very clear, though.
Not crossing the line. Not wrong. Not disgusting. Not reprehensible, gray zone. A gray zone. That's Nuxtaku, okay? You guys can watch Harmful Opinions lays it out. I, too, was hearing the fucking Nuxtaku glazing shit where they're like, no, he was going to dunk on Shadiversity, which just reeks of what in the fuck are you talking about? Or Shadbase, which just reeks of what in the fuck are you talking about? No one dunks on that. You can't dunk on that kind of person. What do you mean, dunk on them? It's like the person, he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck. He's a fucking, like a literal fucking drug addict, weirdo fucking freak from Switzerland. Like, that just, he's a degenerate European. He doesn't care. What do you mean? You're gonna fucking platform this guy. And this is like why this dude's putting out, like, I'm sorry for the one that was on there. I was literally not paying fucking attention, and I'm really, 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 really sorry about that. Why did that turn back off? Oh, it's on a different screen. I probably have to reconnect that. Yeah, I've got to reconnect it. There we go. We can finish that out though. Go watch the Harmful Opinions vid. Even if you don't like the guy, I don't know. Harmful Opinions might have some opinions that are harmful to you. I agree 100% with all those ones. I agree 110%. I think the Nuxtaku guy is fucking weird as shit. Also fucking irritating. Like every goddamn VTuber in that immediate space. Irritating as fuck to listen to. Bizarre. Creepy. Like who puts fucking lolly porn in a footage? You gotta edit it down. You downloaded the original image to crop it. You know what I mean? And it's not like, you know, one of those things where I was like, you know, I had to fucking, and other people have to fucking go look at this shit evidentiarily, whatever the fuck, when it comes to, you know, old horse fucker himself, Vosh, and all that kind of stuff, where you're like, all right, fucking throw a censor bar on this, whatever the fuck. This person's literally just looking for it to put in the fucking thumb. He's just making the thumbnail out of it. Like, he just got it. He has it at hand. He's searching through it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to, like, okay, this is the evidence, you go, there's the one thing, that's the evidence. Not, I wonder which one of these fucking pedophile images are going to most, give me the most clicks on this fucking video. And who the fuck are you appealing to with that kind of content? What kind of audience does he have? You know what I mean? Weird. There's more. This is only 7 minutes into this fucking video. I'm just scooching through plenty of stuff. TikTok review of kids literal underage kids that are doing the sex dance. You guys remember the fucking TikTok? The and it was a reference to a fucking porno video from Animal Crossing character or whatever, and people would do the little thing. It was him doing reviews, but it was children doing the dance. The sex dance. The dance is like literally the thing in the cartoon is fucking somebody. So, it's strange, right? What else is in here? Fucking more and more stuff. Just talking to him. Oh, there's Chud Logic back there. What's he up to? It's gross as fuck. Is really what I'm done with. I'm done with it. It's fucking gross.